Welcome to Book Time with Ryan. I am Ryan. Today we're doing the bookshelf tour. I'm very excited about this. I've actually already filmed all the tour and I realized it's too long. So instead of doing one big tour, I'm going to have 6 shorter but not that short videos that cover different sections of my bookcases. So almost like mini bookshelf tours, although they're not that short. And they're going to be themed. So each bookshelf tour will have a theme written on it. There will be a total of 6. I will link to all of them in the description, and you can find the ones that you want to look at. Spend more time on the ones that you're interested in and less time on the ones that you don't care about. But I'm very excited about this. If you see something today that you like or that you want to hear more about, let me know, because I'm happy to go more in depth with the books that I have. I've collected these over the years. I enjoy the collection I have. I think it's unlike a lot of what you're going to see on BookTube. Certainly different themes and different flavor. So enjoy the video, and I will see you at the end. And then the last bookshelves I'm going to go over are my comics, just to go over what's on top of the bookshelf. We have some pirate stuff. There's a Ralph Kiner ball and baseball card. My grandfather loved Ralph Kiner. Barry Bonds signed ball and Barry Bonds rookie card. Roberto Clemente wooden baseball card with Braille, which is pretty cool. There's a bobblehead of me when I didn't have a beard. And there's a bobblehead of Bill Mazeroski. There's also something I call the Hockey Humidor, which has a lot of really amazing NHL players' signatures on it. They were collected by, at the time, the head coach of the Nashville Predators. He had this in his office, and he would have players come in and sign it when they came in to play the Predators. There's a wine bottle signed by the coaching staff of the Predators, the old coaching staff of the Predators, and then there is Darkside. And then above it is my Nashville Predators banner, which used to hang in the rafters of the Carolina Hurricanes, and I bid on it and won it. So here are the comic books, and in front of the comic books is my banjo. It's a Hatfield Celebrity banjo. It's a 5-string banjo, and I love it. Top shelf, we have what I am calling my Brian Michael Bendis shelf. He sent me a lot of things during the pandemic because I donated something. And I bought more of his books. So I only have one Marvel comic, and it's the omnibus for Spider-Man Miles Morales, which Bendis created, and he sent me a signed script of one of the comics. Then I have some Superman comics, a Man of Steel comics, Event Leviathan, some other Superman action comics, Young Justice, which has one of my favorite Flashes, Impulse. I think he's ADD, which I appreciate. Another Young Justice, Legion of Superheroes, along with the Legion ring, which came with the comic. My wife got me. Pearl, cover, United States of Murder Incorporated, and United States vs. Murder Incorporated, and then all of his Power books. These are awesome. I love Powers, and so I have the Powers collection, all of those, and then some of the newer ones. And then this is not a comic, but it's based off of one of the characters in this, Dina Pilgrim. And then he also wrote Goldfish and Jinx, Torso, Fire, and Fortune and Glory. And he signed some of these too. They're all great. I love the way he writes. He's also a really nice guy online and was nice to send me. It was really only supposed to be a signed script. He sent me the signed script and 15 other books, which is beautiful. Here are the current kind of series that I'm reading or more recent. Heroes in Crisis, The Price, and Other Stories. This was done by Tom King. This one's done by Tom King. Really like that. Then there's some Dark Justice stuff. Justice League Dark. The Dark Multiverse. Deceased. And these are in order that they happened. Swamp Thing, Metal Men, Mr. Miracle. There's Tom King and Mitch Gerards. They did this comic that was about Mr. Miracle, and he and Big Barda had a kid. And my wife was pregnant at the time, so I was waiting for this to come out in trade. And it's really nice to have. Like it is about them creating a family, and I was in the middle of that too. So then you have some of the Metal series stuff, including the Terrifics. These are some standalone things, I guess, or they didn't become series. But then you have the Terrifics, which I really like. You have the Justice League Odyssey, which I just finished, and Justice League Dark, which is really cool, and then Freedom Fighters, which has Uncle Sam in it. Doom Patrol Volume 1 and 2, and then that's kind of like, I guess it's a standalone one, but I'm not 100% sure. Then the Milk Wars, which has to do with Young Animal and DC. And then Something is Killing the Children. I also have a pin from that. And then this is a scarf for... This is also from that comic. So that's still going. But then this new one that just started, in trade at least, is Department of Truth. And here's the Department of Truth pin. It's pretty cool. Then there's Sonata, Undiscovered Country. And then Reckless. There's one more Reckless coming out. I don't have it yet because it comes out in October. And then the Black Monday Murders I really like, although they stopped at 2, but I hope there are more. I also have a signed Rick and Morty picture of Rick, and something from Life's Too Short that's about Willow, and it's signed by Warwick Davis, who I think is awesome. So the next level is kind of some of the Rebirth series. I'm not going to move my banjo, but you have Justice League of America, The Flash, Batman and The Flash, which is the Button kind of mini series thing that happened. Batman. Just have a whole bunch of other things. I'm not going to go through every single one, but there's a lot of kind of creepy stuff on here. There is like Batman Damned is really creepy. I'll tell you what got me back into comics was this comic right here. I love Darkseid, and this is a Darkseid War. I actually met Jeff Johns and Jim Lee, and they signed it. So that got me back into it. I started buying more comics after that. And that's kind of what you see now. So you have some of those. You have some Batman and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Over here, it's kind of older stuff. There's The Watchmen, New 52, some more Rebirth. All the different crises, like Identity Crisis, Final Crisis, Crisis on Infinite Earths, some Lobo books. If you like DC, there's a lot of DC here. There's also 2 crossovers. There's a DC Marvel crossover Classics 4, and then DC Marvel Comics crossover that was pretty hard to find. Down here, we have some of the bigger books. We have all the Joe Hill comics that they did with DC so far. Sentient, there's Generation Z, some Frank Miller stuff that I found. The Sandman series, Preacher, Invisibles, Doom Patrol, Transmetropolitan, Coda. And the cool thing about Coda was a character in Coda is wearing a Pennyroll jersey, and the artist is from Uruguay. And then my last little area, this is with all the thick omnibus books, there's a DC Comics anniversary book behind there. Then there's the Encyclopedia, and then the Far Side collection, Fourth World Omnibus, Doom Patrol, Death of Superman, and maybe the Rebirth. Yeah, Death and Return of Superman. I read that. That was awesome. That actually was what I was into in the 90s. Then you have the New 52 Villains, the omnibus before Watchmen, which was awesome. DC Comics Supervillains. This Guardian project was something that the NHL did where they had, it must have been Marvel or something. They created superheroes for each team. And then Captain Carrot in his Amazing Zoo Crew. And then inside there's a Dilbert comic too that's kind of sits inside there. So those are my comics. It's running out of room, but I really enjoy, especially during the pandemic, it's been very nice to have something to read like this. Also up here on this shelf, I didn't show you, I have I think it's a very old Superman cake topper, and Rick and Morty, little Rick and Morty car from Rick and Morty. So that is it. Well, you made it to the end. Thank you for watching that mini bookshelf tour, and I'm going to include a link to the next bookshelf tour. It's either up here or up here. I don't know where it's going to pop up, but that'll be a post-production thing. Thanks for coming and watching this one, and check out the other ones I have to get a better feel for all the books that I have. And then if you see anything that you want to know more about, you want a closer look at, you have any questions about, please let me know. I'm happy to answer those questions. So thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that.